Everybody's been waiting for the episode we get canceled. Welcome to it.
On this episode, you're going to find out how I get canceled.
Next week, podcast with Joe.
My name is Jason Simard, and I am the founder of Sims Coaching Systems. I'm here with my co-founder, Joe Moretti, and we're here on the Seven Figure Real Estate Podcast, the podcast you didn't know you even needed. Everyone, get your notepads out. Let's go. We're going to bring you value week over week, and we're actually going to be a lot of fun, and we hope to make you laugh out loud. Subscribe to our channel. Check the content out. If you're looking to take this to a whole nother level, we got you covered. Welcome back to episode, I have no idea.
I don't even know. I think we're in the 20s now.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. I missed you last week.
Man, 7 days without you.
I know, it's scary. It's something's always missing. So we had Laird McNaughton here, and Laird, really good friend for both of us. But I gotta say, I don't know. I look forward to this, and it's funny. In the mornings, we always come in. I come in hot from the gym. You caught me singing in the shower today.
I caught Joe singing in the shower. So what did I do? I went outside the door, and I started singing.
It scared the shit out of me.
I'm in an office, and I'm singing.
And I was like, whoa.
And Joe's like,
whoa.
Who's there? He didn't recognize my beautiful voice.
Well, usually I'm in here. There's a certain point that I'm in here by myself, like until about quarter after or 20 after. So I come in straight from the gym. I hit the shower. I do sing in the shower, which you should know anyway. We've shared enough hotel rooms in the past. I sing in the shower. And this morning I was singing some vintage Strokes. So you got to hear the Strokes.
You know what I love, though? I love the fact that you're like, I came in from the gym. Like, you're becoming a gym boy.
I am 4 days a week out of that fourth day. And I got to say, I've lost about 25 pounds in fat. I think I put on probably 10 pounds in muscle. So
you're looking better, man. Keep it
Trying.
up. Ryan Zinger's in the gym now too. We've got a whole crew of us.
Oh yeah. This morning it was myself, Ryan Zinger, Jamie Wicks, Freddie Wicks, and Chase Salisbury, as well as I'm now seeing our coaching students in there. So huge shout out to Team Awesome. So Curtis was in there this morning.
I got to say, a big goal of mine since I've been in the gym is to spend an entire day in the pool with my shirt off with confidence. Mm-hmm. I was at a conference recently in Cabo. And let me tell you, Joe, I spent more than just an entire day in the pool with my shirt off. I spent like 3-4 days. In the span of that 3-4 days, I learned a marketing strategy. Not a marketing strategy, sorry, a networking strategy. I'm going to teach you guys the art of the networking at an event today that has worked. It's unbelievable. I became the mayor of this place.
The mayor of the pool.
I created an entire community of friends that are going to be lifelong friends. And I'm going to teach you guys systematically how I did that so you guys have the same conscious competence level. Joe, I could go up to a freaking supermodel and have full confidence that I could strike up a conversation with her and that she would remember who I am with this system. And I'm going to give you the same system. This is going to work if you want to build your business or your dating life. For me, it was fun to just do a science experiment and see how effective it is. So here it is. This is going to be mind-shattering stuff.
All right.
Take your glasses off for this one, Joe. Stay a minute.
Okay. Hey, I'll tell you, I'm in it. Like, if I'm not laughing or crying by the end of this, I will throw your ass to the lions. I'm waiting for something big.
First off,
hit me.
Human psychology is very fascinating. Okay, so one of the things, as a man, what do you want? You want status. The more status you have as a man, the more attractive you are to other women. Now, you can do things to improve your status. Well, the people you surround yourself with is really, really important. One thing I learned is the more attractive women you spend time with, the more other attractive women come around. That was a very interesting thing that happened on this little networking event. As I got to meet, Joe's looking at me like, this is the episode I get canceled.
I'm just like, this is it. The plane is about to crash into the side of the mountain, and Paige is looking at Facebook.
I can't help it.
This is where I need
Paige,
to step.
This is where you get your popcorn out, okay? This is where you get your popcorn out.
But here's what I'm going to say, and I'm just going to pause the story, man. This is one of the things I love the most about you is passion, raw passion. I love 100%. This, and to me, this is so contagious. No matter what you're spitting right now, I'm already telling you, I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in. So tell me, how do you become the mayor of Pool Town?
So this is how you create your own ecosystem of new friends. I could literally do this anywhere. Especially, like, think about this. When people are at a conference, they're on vacation, they're there to have a good time. So that's the first thing. So they're there to let their hair down and enjoy themselves. And they don't know that many people there too. And we're all craving more connection. None of us are on our phones while we're there. We're all there, for a good time. So here's what I did. I was literally sitting at a swim up bar.
Okay.
Sitting with a couple people I knew to my right, but to my left, there's a guy sitting there. Cool tattoos.
Of what?
I don't remember.
Some freaking.
But he had really cool tattoos. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to look over and I'm just going to introduce myself. And I just stuck my hand out and I said, hey, what was your name? He's like, my name's Phil. I said, your name's Phil the Thrill. You're the guy that all the girls just talk about. And then I'm like, but if you start acting creepy today, your name's going to change to Phil the Pill, and none of the girls are going to want to talk to you. So basically
this poor bastard.
And it led to us having a fun conversation. I'm like, hey, where are you from? Tell me what brought you here. What do you do in your business? And we had an amazing conversation. It turns out this guy's a genius when it comes to AI. Yeah. Also, fascinating story. This guy also was on the show The Voice. He can sing. He can sing unbelievably. I didn't know that in the moment. But it started off by me just going, hey, what was your name, man? And he's like, hey, my name's Phil. Phil the Thrill. Well, Phil the Thrill, thanks to yours truly, was given a lot of status over the upcoming next 2 nights. Every time I'd see Phil, I'd be like, hey, Phil the Thrill, what's going on? And I'd purposely do that in front of him, in front of girls. Because what do you think girls would think? Phil the Thrill, how did he get that nickname? Oh, this guy's known, like he's a big deal. His status was elevated. Well, let me tell you, when they saw that he could sing and he got Phil the Thrill as a nickname, well, let's just say there's probably some lucky ladies that got thrilled that night. And I'd say I was the wingman that helped contribute to that.
So was he, I've heard tale of Phil the Thrill at this point. So was he actually the songbird of his generation? Did he have a voice that was a mix of Jesus and Fergie?
It was really good, man.
Was it? What did he sing?
He could sing all sorts of stuff. Like he sang your favorite, Ed Sheeran. He did sing some Ed Sheeran.
Don't go there, man.
I offered to take Joe to an Ed Sheeran concert, and he actually told me that he'd rather drag his own teeth across a driveway or eat rock chips. Oh,
no, it was broken glass.
Broken glass.
Yeah, anyway, that was the beehive part too, anyway.
So let me share some more. So he was the first guy that I tested this with. Then what he did, because we built a connection, because when you're on a nickname basis with somebody,
sure,
you build a connection. He introduced me to his friend Sydney. Of course, Sydney is now Sydney, Australia, because now I can remember, hey, Sydney, Australia, nice to meet you. What's your story? Where are you from? Right? Got to know her. And then I said, hey, Sydney, watch this. Because she told me she was really into like human psychology. Like, watch this. I'm literally going to go befriend a whole bunch of people, and you're just going to watch this all unfold. Just watch. I got confidence now. I've done this with 2 people.
You got some swagger.
I got some swagger.
Swagger.
So then I meet the next person and the next person. And everybody has a nickname, Some of the nicknames at this event, Joe, there was Pretty Nikki, because it just rhymes.
Okay.
There was Michelle the Well of Knowledge, because she's really smart. I mean, Michelle the Well. Mark the Shark. Every time I see Mark the Shark. I saw this girl walking into the pool, and I'm like, man, she's got some really cool tattoos. I'm like, I'm going to talk to her when she comes to the pool, because at this point, my system's working and I'm having confidence with it. And then I was like, hey, what's your name? My name's Jessica. Tattoos, Jessica. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Tells me her story. Husband's in the military, blah, blah, blah. Find out she's pregnant, so my protective fatherly instincts kick in, and I'm like, hey, can I get you some water? Are you okay?
She's like, no, idiot, I'm in a pool. I'll drink it myself.
But it was really neat. There was so many people that I got to meet. And what happened is, because I was the outgoing guy that was just talking to people, I created this presence. And all of a sudden, I was the life of the party. People wanted to be a part of what we had going on. And that, my friend, is the system. Now, there's another thing that I did. I had some playful banter. So for our American audience, one of the things that Americans are not known for is being very worldly. Mm-hmm. When it comes to knowing about other places in the world, Americans would be on the lowest that I would see as far as like self-awareness when it comes to other countries.
Sure.
We live in Canada. People would find out that I'm Canadian. So what did I do? I asked them a skill testing question. I said, I'm going to ask you a question, and you are going to give me your answers, but you have to give me consecutive answers without making a mistake. The record in your country, and I've tested this for years, is 3. So you have to beat 3. If you beat 3, you're now the new record holder. You need to name as many Canadian provinces as you can off the top of your head. And it was like one after the other, Joe. It was painful. Like 1 was the average score. Then Michelle the Well, who's quite smart and she got 3 and she was so excited. I'm like, there's 10 provinces. Like, don't brag too much. Like, that's not even 30% on an exam, barely. And then, so I would do that. So find a skill testing question and I would ask people. And then what would happen is they would start helping each other, which would create more community. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically the point is get out there and just ask the question. Where are you from? Stick your hand out. Smile when you say it. Where are you from? And then when they tell you their name, create a nickname for them on the spot. One guy, he had a bull for a tattoo.
A bull?
A bull. His name was Floyd. I was like, hey, what's your name? He's like, Floyd. I'm like, Floyd the Bull. Floyd the Bull in a china shop. That's your life, my friend.
I'm glad his name wasn't Sam.
Sammy the Bull. Could have been that, right?
You never know.
But again, I remember these people. And so I started noticing that other people started using this system and other people started, creating nicknames. And then these nicknames stuck. And that just became a thing.
So would you look for like a rhyming nickname? Was that?
I tried to rhyme it where I could.
I'm glad you didn't meet a girl named Regina.
Regina.
So I.
That might have been her nickname.
Yeah.
One girl's name was Jennifer. So I was like, Jennifer Aniston, nice to meet you. I'm Brad Pitt. And then, of course, that immediately built rapport.
Yeah.
Right? And, of course, I called her Jennifer Aniston, which is a nice name. Pretty Nikki had a smile, right? I mean, it just works.
No, I think it's great. I think it's very also event specific. Like you were at a place, like you were, again, this is like spring break for real estate agents, right? You get the tropical weather. People are now knowing that they're just coming out of like a grindy market, going into another grindy market. So, man, I think the time was right. I'm glad you got to test that out, and I'm glad you got some results.
I think Joe's skeptical.
Joe is definitely skeptical. Joe's skeptical, but I'm also open to other ways of doing. That. Like I'll try. I don't care, man. If you're excited about it, I'll jump right in.
Well, okay. So I'm so confident in this system now that I tested it on the flight home.
Oh,
the guy sitting next to me did the same thing. Jeff, the chef. He's not even a chef.
Okay.
Turns out the guy's got a multi-billion-dollar company. He does payment processing for insurance companies.
Really?
I got on a very deep level with this guy by literally just saying, hey, what was your name? And then he told me his name, Jeff the chef. Jeff the chef. Nice to meet you. What's your story? Tell me about you. What do you do? And got really deep. Got his card. Now he's a contact. And this guy's like a somebody. He's built an incredible empire business. I would have never known any of this if I didn't just stick out my hand and say, hey, what was your name? Nice to meet you. It's amazing how well it works. And so I will prove it to you as we go out, and literally I will approach anybody that you say, hey, approach that person, and I will show you that it works.
Okay, I'm in for being proved on this one, but here's the twist. Can I make up the nickname?
Well, I have to be the one to make up the nickname on the spot because you're not going to know their name until
I'll be standing right there. I'll feed it.
Okay, you can make up the nickname.
Oh, fuck, I'm not making up that nickname. You think I need a restraining order put against me?
You won't get a restraining order. Trust me, I got away with some nicknames. Like some guy called him Crying Ryan because he makes all the girls cry.
Yeah, but we already have a Crying Ryan.
Yeah, well, that's lying, Ryan.
We also have a Zinger the Swinger.
Zinger the Swinger. Turn the page.
Turn the
page.
Page turner.
She's turning the page on you. Just moving on. Moving on.
Well, I got to say, it sounds like you made some amazing connections. And I think the biggest thing is no matter who you are, systemize your approach to networking. Because I think one of the reasons a lot of people don't is they don't have like a playbook in their mind. And I think that some people just have that personality where it's if you don't know what to do, what do you do? Nothing. And so I love the fact that you actually, in your brain, formulated a plan that you can now talk to. I think that's the biggest thing is have a plan. Because what happens is if you don't have a plan, people's discipline usually tanks and you kind of just lose the consistency and accountability. So have a plan. And I think that whether that's the plan, kind of like the nickname, the hey, how's it going, that sort of brash approach, have a plan that works for you. And I'm stoked to actually meet Phil the Thrill. I feel like I know him already. So
he's cool, dude, man. You'll really like this guy. I met Stefan the Man, the coolest pilot you'll ever meet. I met Connecticut Chrissy, who's a German pilot. The most beautiful German pilot you'll ever see. She's really fun too, really nice personality. Got to meet all these people by literally just doing this system. And what happens is these people will introduce you to other people as well because now you've developed a connection with them. So it's amazing. Like you literally become like the mayor of your own little world. And it's really, really cool. And I knew none of these people beforehand. Now they're all friends. They're all people that like I know we would look forward to meeting up at another conference and hanging out, or people that I could call up and say, hey, I've got a webinar coming up. I'd love for you to talk about AI and how realtors can use that in their business. Hey, I'd love for you to talk about how you did $70 million in sales. Credible stuff. All strangers to me, but I just stuck my hand out. So that's the system, guys.
Have a process.
What was your name? Give them a nickname. Where are you from? Tell me about you. Get to know them. Smile when you do it. Find playful banter if you can. It works. We all want to feel connected. You know, be witty, be outgoing. People want to be around people that exude confidence, right? If you're a guy and you want to date women, be good at talking to them. Don't be afraid to go and talk to them. I had no other agenda on my mind at all other than just talking to these people to get to know them. And I wanted to prove my system that it worked. And guess what? These people were really comfortable being around me, which attracted more people to be around. But if you're awkward and like, oh, what if they say, who cares? Literally, I was totally prepared that somebody could tell me to F off. Not one single person did. Nobody.
It's amazing.
And I tested it with all different types of people, and it worked every single time. It was easy to get a conversation going. You have the personality, Joe, where you could easily do this. And then you'll remember people. And then what did I do? Is I would add them, I'd hand them my phone and say, hey, give me your Instagram or put your number in my phone. So Paige had to watch all these girls befriend me on social media. I swear, Paige, like this was just an experiment. It's just, I happen to get along better with women. I don't know why. I just find them fascinating. I enjoy speaking to women.
The thrill.
I mean, I just enjoy speaking to women. What can I tell you? It's a non-threatening thing. It's fun.
You know what? I love you, Jay.
It's just fun.
I just love you.
It's just fun.
So I have two things that we need to get out of the way before we do the old. So yeah. Number one, most importantly, we're going on the road.
Going on the road.
On the road again. We're on the road. May 1st. Look for us in beautiful Okanagan. We will be in Kelowna. Followed by May 3rd. We're going to be in Vancouver. Right across the pond. May 5th. Hometown throwdown for me, baby. Victoria, British Columbia. Look for day-long sessions. But I think this is going to be interesting. Let's find out who's actually listening to the podcast. So how are we going to know if they're listening to the podcast when we host our networking event? How are we going to know, Jay?
Well, remember this nickname for Joe.
Oh, shit.
Joe Schmo, baby.
You could come up with something better than that.
No, listen, you are the show. You are Joe Schmo show. Like everything about you is a show. You are Joe Schmo. So remember, you call him Joe Schmo from now on because that's what this is. This has become the Joe Schmo show. I'm just the freaking passenger here.
So here's what I want to hear. I want to hear 3 nicknames for you, and you don't have to like any of them. So if you are listening, you come up, hit us with your best way to mastermind, to collaborate, to network. I want to hear what some people would come up with for you.
I can't wait.
I wonder what does Samard rhyme with? We're going to find out. That's number 1, is we got some amazing road shows coming up. Number 2 is I just want to reiterate this amazing opportunity to collaborate with Scotiabank that we have. We had Shane Martin on as a guest for one of our team meetings. He's actually going to be hosting Lunch and Learns, not only in Vancouver, but in Victoria. So he's going to be hanging out, and you can ask this guy anything. This is a dream collaborative partner. Again, Shane with home financing at Scotiabank. So you're going to be learning from the best. So come and check us out, and even more, come check us out, plus our buddy from
We're bringing
Scotia.
Tons of new stuff to this event.
Oh, yeah,
as well,
it's all new. Excited. It's all new.
I'm excited for it. Come network with us. Come give us a nickname. Meet other people. Start building some referral relationships. And here's a takeaway from today's episode. I want you guys to go in and book networking events. If you're an agent and you're not going to real estate conferences, you're missing out a huge opportunity in your business, which is agent referrals. Go to these conferences. Use what I just taught you. Hey, where are you from? What's your name? My name's Jason. Jason. You know what? I'm just going to call you Jason, smartass Jason, because that's what you look like. You know? And then boom, people start laughing. And next thing, okay, smartass Jason, what's your story? What brought you here? Next thing you know, you're in a conversation and you're getting to know them. And if you just are curious about them, you might realize like, holy crow, this guy's built a successful business. This guy does X number of deals. He's looking for referral partners, and you could be that person.
But you'll never know unless you crack the ice. Until you open it up and you get deep, and nothing builds connection like laughter. People love dealing with people that they like. If you can make somebody laugh, it's so much easier to get them to know you, to like you, to trust you. Get people to open up. Have a plan.
Yeah. Money, there's a lot of money to be made at conferences.
A lot of friends, even a lot of friends to have.
Absolutely. You'll build lifelong friends, networks, and who you hang out with matters, right? Surround yourself with good, uplifting people. If you're single and you're wondering why you're single, it's probably because you're not putting yourself out there with enough people. Just start having conversations. It's amazing. It works. If I was out there looking for connection, Joe, I promise you I would have found it, right? I wasn't trying to do that. I was just having fun in the moment, meeting people. But man, it would have been easy. Would have been like very easy. Why? Because I showed confidence and I was asking questions. I'm getting excited right now. Bring me back to a pool. Let's go. I've been working hard, Joe. Finally, for the first time in my adult life, I felt really confident with my shirt off at a pool.
And I'm proud of you, man. I mean, I know how hard you work.
Man, I appreciate you guys being on this show with us. I hope you got a little item of value today, but please, next time you're next to a stranger, just ask the question, hey, what was your name? You look interesting. What was your name? And you'll be shocked and pleasantly surprised at how receptive people are. Just do it with the right tone. Come in with a nice, soft approach. Smile when you do it. And you will absolutely be like amazed at how your life turns, because now you've just added a new person into your network. And as soon as you give somebody a nickname, the rapport that's built instantly, it's like you're talking to an old friend. It works. I just tested it for a week for you guys. There you go.
Deuces.
Peace.